All right. So this is my friend from Haiti, and the hat from, well, I ordered it. It's Moroccan flag, I believe. I lived in Morocco. Love it. Love the people. I learned some of their language, and they. Are you Muslim? You should become Muslim. I go, no, I don't want to be a Muslim. Don't want to be a Christian. I just want to be myself. I had two good parents, and I never heard them talk about God or religion, or that's not. My dad helped integrate the pool. My mom helped feed hundreds of kids. Let's do that. Let's just be good people. I don't want to talk about religion or God. I want to feel God. I want to do right by each other in this planet, this limited time I have on earth, with all the scars I have and all the mistakes I make. It's okay. We're all like that. I want to be positive for a little while. Actually, I want to be positive forever. Have fun. Have some joy. Some part of it is with other people. Yes. Part of it is with whatever you like to do. I've been into painting lately, but I the positives, the words on there. What is that? Invisible. I guess that's not really positive. Invisible. Adoration. Affirmation. Your mighty fine heart is mine. Spectacular divine. Yeah, the butterfly and horses are part of the divine. The divine made them. Enjoy, illuminate. The natural state. Yeah, nature. Just be yourself, the innocent child. Nature's pretty innocent. We are too. If we want to be. I haven't put anything on that, just painted it, but I kind of like it. A lot of my motifs, definitely a woman, which I think is beautiful, and a pregnant woman, which is life giving. You might say, well, don't you think men are beautiful? I don't. I don't think we're ugly, but compared to a woman. Yeah, some of these, I'm not sure. I might throw that one away. It's kind of funny. Maybe it teaches me something. I look at that. I wanted it more yellow, and it's like I might throw this away. Work on it a little while longer, and then throw it away. Some of the motifs I do is because I'm not a very good painter. I'm more of a songwriter, or I do. So here's the man just kind of standing there with his hands in his pocket, reflective, probably somewhat reflective. Uh, that's all. What do you call this? A wash? You just make a background and then see what happens after that. In the next video, I'll show some ones that I think I would say that I finished and I like. I have some of these right next to marigolds. They're marigolds. They're pretty. And they can be months old and they're still pretty. They still got color. I was going to say, so this is from Haiti. My brother was a Marine embassy guard there for a year and a half. My brother got in trouble. We were rowdy, man. Three of us, three or four of the five. My grandpa was an alcoholic. My dad was an alcoholic. Cold, distant, could be abusive, violent, mainly whippings. I used to say spankings, but it was beyond spankings. It was whippings with a big leather belt. When a 6'4", 210-pound guy is wailing that belt, you'll know it, man. You know it when it hits you, and you're shit. 8, 10. Is that child abuse? I think it is. What what I had was too hard, man. Just too much. Now, in Hammurabi's code, in some of our state constitutions, the first ones, when they first became states, before the Constitution, uh, yeah, they would have, I want to say Connecticut. So if the son, they usually would say the son, I think, if the son is not listening to the parents and he's brought in front of the council of the city, if the son's not listening to the adults and being disrespectful, take him outskirts of town and kill him. That's where we come from, man. And some people say that's the way it ought to be today. Well, a lot of America just elected a really bad, dishonorable person. I'm not sure how you can get more dishonorable than that. And he wants to put all his people in place to protect him. He's the king. You knew that. You knew that. That's what he said. He wanted to be a dictator, and only he. So you can't say you believe in democracy and then want to elect a king. You can't say both. You can't say I'm tired of thinking. I'm tired of being a citizen. I just want a king. So I don't have to think like that. I want the king to take care of me. Man, I thought we had evolved out of that. I thought we'd gone down the path into, away from slavery, indentured servitude, serfs, sharecroppers, Jim Crow, lynchings, child labor, slave labor. Yeah. We haven't advanced as far as we thought we had. And it's sad. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to be positive. I keep coming back. My degree's in political science. I studied public administration in graduate school. I eventually became a teacher of government and history. This is who I am. My father was the mayor, the president of the Young Democrats in Arkansas, a delegate to the '68 convention in Chicago. This is who I am. My father was president of the youth center. Actually, it was called the Boys Club, who gave swimming lessons at the city pool in Fayetteville. It was segregated. Black children could not swim in the city pool. 1962, 3, I'm not sure. Why is that? Something wrong with us? Is something wrong with us? That we said no black children. That sounds like something's wrong with us. And you can say, oh no, we've changed. Oh shit, there's lots of racism all over the place. Don't tell me that's changed much. That's one of Trump's main cards. We need everybody to have a good life. Everybody to have nice food, a safe place to live. Everybody, every color will have a better society. We can't keep using each other or watching these few at the top use all these at the bottom, and the people in the middle just saying, "Man, I don't want to be in the bottom. I'll do what I can. If I'm lucky, I'll get to the top. If not, at least I'm not in the bottom." Yeah, very self-centered, dishonorable, inhumane. And you can say, "I'm not inhumane. I'm not dishonorable." But if you support the system that is that, maybe you are. Maybe we are if we support that type of system. Anyway, I hope for America. I was at a local bookstore, a great bookstore, used bookstore on Dixon Street. Just awesome. Has so many books, and what's the guy's name? Matthew Henriksen. This was near the front. I was getting a book or two. And they're cheap. They're used, so you can get 3 books for $20 or $25. So I saw this. Actually, there's two in a blue one, I think, and a yellow one. And so what's that? And they go, it's a local guy. He wrote a couple books. He might have died. I said, well, which one? And they said, well, I think this was his favorite. So I got this one. I like it. The world began in wrong. The clouds prove this by their leniency. As grace disturbs our sentiment for violence, so the bush lays its ambush of lilacs. The shortness of the fuse is what we must suppose God meant for us to love. Let all songs shorten the fuse, then diffuse it. What is love but a negative collaboration? Yeah, it makes you think, it makes you wonder, it makes you reflect. You say, what does it mean? I don't know what it means. But this is pretty positive and kind of sweet and lovely. Now, the second one was really dark. And from what I could, this is just what I felt. And I finished this one. I didn't finish that one. I felt like he was kind of happy in this book. And in the second book, he might have had a divorce, and he had a child, and so he's separated from his. I've been there. You're separated from your child. That'll break your heart. And it's real negative. It's really dark, and I'm not sure if he died or how he died. I think he died, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's what happened. Sad, but I'm glad I have this, and he left something sweet and good. We need to help each other through hard times. There's hard times right now. Rent's really high. Well, why is that? Who owns your homes? The banks and the rich people. That's not a good place. That's not a good landlord. We need ourselves to be in charge of our homes. Our basic survival needs a home. People say, oh, government housing, we don't want government. We'll trust the banks and the rich people. Well, you have almost no control over the banks and the rich people. You have some control over the government. Now, we've done a terrible job of building these giant ghetto projects. Cheap. I saw a video of one basketball player in New York, Talfair. Anyway, it showed him in the projects he grew up in, and the hallway was so thin. I don't know if you'd have to turn walking down past each other. Inhumane. Whoever built that. But like this apartment I live in, these are pretty nice. They're older. The floor is cold when it's cold outside. But the government doesn't have to build this. It's already built. If we could buy some of these apartment complexes and then rent them out, not so much for the profit motive. You want easy answers. You want somebody to answer something for you. No. This is a democracy. You have to answer it. We have to answer it. We have to answer the call of good citizenship and more perfect union, the general welfare, domestic tranquility. I don't see any of that. Supreme Court said you can spend as much as you want on elections. Citizens United must spend $280 million. What about domestic tranquility and the general welfare and the elastic clause saying, well, whatever is needed to make sure the Constitution is followed, including the general welfare and a more perfect union. So we need to fight against greed, which we all have inside of us. And even the founding fathers knew that, saying, people, I don't think they would say people are wicked, but they would say people are self interested. That's what they'd say. The founding fathers felt like people were self interested and you had to protect society from that self interest. It continues. And hopefully, we can become better people where we're less self interested and more committed to love and respect and community and equality and good lives for everybody. But you can't create a society that rewards greed like we are doing, like we continue to do. Answer the call, good citizens.